Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video I wanted to give you part 2 of how to beat the Google product review update you may have heard of. What I'm going to do in this video is give you a short video just with the main points and a couple of things that come up when an update is released from Google, like things can get misconstrued or it's sometimes not clear. And what I thought I would do is go straight to the horse's mouth, and that doesn't mean that I'm calling Google a horse. But I wanted to just go through a few key points that I feel they're being missed or misconstrued. So first thing is, if you have review sites or you have niche sites, Amazon, ClickBank, anything where you're targeting product reviews, check out my last video. That's how I recommend writing them. I'm not just telling you how to write the content. That's how I am actually going to be writing the content for my sites. Here's one key thing that I want to talk about or just say straight off the bat. Literally the only real way that you can guarantee that you're going to rank and get past this update, like literally the only way that you could guarantee it, is to buy every single product that you review. Okay? And that's not feasible for myself or you or pretty much anyone. Okay, but the cool thing is the update isn't as bad as what it sounds. So I'm gonna go to the Google itself and actually just go over a few key points that should set your mind at rest, and then I'm going to go over a very short version of exactly what to do. So I hope you enjoy it. Do give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate your feedback. Also, check out the link below if you're interested in the Mega Azon site monthly. If you want all the content that you will need written in the new way so you actually rank, I have got one spot left. So you can check out that link. It will take you through to this page. This video explains all. In short, it will allow you to get sites built for you every month. You can either build up one site and use the content to build it up, or you could build up a network of sites. There's a 50% off deal on, but I've got one spot. It gives you all the content, it gives you the site set up, it gives you the affiliate links put in, it gives you all of the SEO done as well. So do check out that video. It's in the link below. It'll take you through to this page and there's a video that explains everything. Okay, so back to the Google product review update. Let's just go over a key point that I think's being missed. Okay, so bear with me. I'm not going to make it a really long video, but I just want to go over a key thing. So this is on search engine land, and we'll just go over, look, Google announced a new search algorithm update. It is calling the product reviews update. This update is designed to better reward product reviews that share in-depth research rather than thin content that simply summarizes a bunch of products, a spokesman told Search Engine Land. Reviews that are written in a way that has insightful analysis and original research will be rewarded, especially content written by experts or enthusiasts who know the topic well. Okay, so that's the main gist of the update. Here's the key thing though. The Google product review updates aim to promote review content that is above and beyond much of the templated information you see on the web. Google said it will promote these type of product reviews in its search results ranking. Google is not directly so here's the key point. Google is not directly punishing lower quality product reviews that have thin content that simply summarizes a bunch of products. However, if you provide such content and find your rankings demoted because other content is promoted above yours, it will definitely feel like a penalty. So what it's saying, like, you can't be clearer than that, is you're not literally going to get demoted if your sites aren't up to scratch. It's just you will notice a change in your positions. So it's the same thing really, but it just means your site will not be penalized in Google's eyes. Like you won't get warnings and you won't get penalized if you have thin content, but you may notice your listings drop. That's a really key point. Okay, and again, here we go, going further. Technically, according to Google, this is not a penalty against your content. Google is just rewarding sites with more insightful review content with rankings above yours. So what can we do, you know, when we're reviewing and building niche sites? Number one, buy every single product that you're going to review. That's a guaranteed way around it. You'd end up spending way more than you make unless you could get some sort of sponsorship and people would send you the products to review. That would be the best way, okay? Obviously, you need a way around that. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see here, advice on the product reviews update. The focus overall is on providing users with content that provides insightful analysis and original research, content written by experts or enthusiasts who know the topic well, Google said about this update. This is similar advice to the core update recommendations mentioned above. But here is a list of additional useful questions. Okay, so what I wanted to do, these questions are from Google that are sort of guidelines, and just bear in mind guys, I've got a PDF that puts together this video and the last video so it makes sense, and I'll give you my very best of how to write the content. Let me just say as a disclaimer, I'm writing my content like this, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I've worked with SEO for a long time, since early 2000s, okay? I'm not worried about this update. If you write your content in a different way to what I suggest, fair enough. I'm not saying that my way is the best way. I've never said that. SEO is very subjective. I don't see anyone with a Google t-shirt on telling us, look, this is exactly what you have to do. And I've worked with big companies, you know, doing SEO for big companies. I'm actually ranking a loan firm in the UK, which is ridiculously competitive, and it's getting good results. So I would blow my own trumpet and say I'm fairly good with SEO, okay? But if you've got a different, if you think actually that's wrong, you know, you write the content how you think is best. You know, you may well have a better way. I'm not saying that do it like this, otherwise you're doomed. This is how I'm going to be doing it, and I will let you know. I'll let you know my results as well. I'll show them. So let's get on. So the questions. First one. And I'll get this done in a PDF for you. Express expert knowledge about products where appropriate. Very, very simple there. If you have expert knowledge about a product, use it. Okay, so let's say you're reviewing a diet product. Well, use the product and let people know, you know, the sort of content there would be doing a diet plan and actually using the product and doing like a diet diary. So day 1 I use this, day 2 I use this, day 3 I use this, and that would give different content than what Google what product manufacturers have, okay, if you're giving your user experience. So the first thing here, that first question, I recommend hobbies, interests, obviously start there. If you've got, like with me, computers and computer games and all of that stuff, and like gaming headsets and gaming keyboards, I could write with a lot of knowledge on that, because I've got it's not, I wouldn't say it's a passion, but it's definitely a hobby. Okay, next one, show what the product is like physically or how it is used with unique context beyond what's provided by the manufacturer. Okay, so a couple of things you can do here. I'm actually going to do a third video of how you can source information on products that you don't actually own. Okay, so the way around that is to actually get pictures of the product and actually you know, get some pictures of the product. I will give you more information on that. It's pretty tricky if you don't own the product. Show what the product is like physically. What you can do is show how it's used with unique content beyond what's provided by the manufacturer. This is the main thing here, where it says unique content beyond what's provided by the manufacturer. That's why in the first video, you know, when I was talking about user experience and so on, that's really where I'm going to be focusing and where I recommend you do, because if you do that, your content's, it can't possibly be the same as everybody else's or the manufacturers. Provide quantitative measurements about how, hang on, I'll just highlight it for you. Provide quantitative measurements about how a product measures up in various categories of performance. This is really interesting, so you could piece that together by looking at reviews, and what you're really going to have to do, and what I'm going to have to do, is really look at the user experience, you know, when you're writing your reviews, and look how a product measures up. One of the key things, and I'll do another video on it because there's so much I could go into, is comparing. So a big thing with this update that I think is actual real comparison, but it has to be real information. It's not just you know, buy this one because it's a higher price and I get more commission. It's actually working out. And what you can actually do is use your keywords to get even more clout with the search engine. So people buy things for things, okay? Best rowing machine for cardio, best rowing machine for strength training. And if you can explain why, and if you can compare those products with real information, that's what you're aiming for. So a lot of it is doing research that will provide measurements. How does a product weigh up in terms of its measurements and its usage, okay? And again, sort of overlapping here, explain what sets a product apart from its competitors, so that you can really change how you're doing your reviews and just do these comparisons, not just with a brief overview, but explain what features makes this a really good, what features for that product gives it that benefit. Why is this the best rowing machine for strength training? What are people saying about it? Have you got videos of its usage? Have you got real user feedback? And again, I'm going to help you in the PDF I've got coming up, how to actually research this. If you want to go down the route of actually getting real research and real feedback, I've got a few ways that you can do that as well. Cover comparable products to consider, or explain which products might be best for certain uses or circumstances. This is fantastic, this question, because it means that you can link all your keywords together. So I am a great fan on writing your keyword content for usage. I believe people buy things for usage. Best rowing machine for cardio. Whatever it is, people are buying for different usage. Best rowing machine for strength training, best fan rowing machine, all different usage, and you can research this, and then you can use those keywords that you might have on your site if you've done it like that, and link those product reviews back. If you're looking to see why we thought this was the best rowing machine for strength training, you can check out this article here. So it shows real sort of insight into the product. Discuss the benefits and drawbacks of a particular product based on research into it. So the main change here, instead of just doing benefits, pros and cons, actually see how it's based on research. And if you have to use sources for this, I encourage it, even if you have to link to a bigger site. So let's say I'm reviewing some gaming headphones, okay? I can link to CNET and it will actually help my site. I can actually say, look, these are the benefits of this gaming headset, and people have been saying this, and they love the volume and they love the bass, as you can see in this CNET review. When we were researching this product, we had a read of this CNET review and it was very good, and that's where we picked up that information. So you can definitely do that, and I encourage it as well, because what it shows is that you're willing to push people over to finding more information on a certain topic, even if it's not related to your site. That's something that I'm going to be doing. Describe how, hang on, I'll just highlight it for you. Describe how a product has evolved from previous models or releases to provide improvements, address issues, or otherwise help users in making a purchase decision. Nice easy one, really. One that popped into my mind there was like the Ring doorbells, and they've got like 3 versions or 4 versions, and you can compare all the different versions, and you can look at the user reviews and what they didn't like and what's been improved in version 2 and version 3, and version 4's further improved this point. All of this stuff is fairly basic, but you can see how if you're doing this and you're answering all these questions, there's no way that you can have a similar review to someone else. You could have a similar review to someone else if they had an in-depth review, but you definitely wouldn't have a templated review. Identify key decision-making factors for the product's category and how the product performs in those areas. For example, a car review might determine that fuel economy, safety and handling are key decision-making factors and rate performance in those areas. So the only way that you can rate the actual performance, unless you're going to buy the product, is by looking at reviews, looking at feedback, looking at YouTube videos, and that's really what you're going to have to do. I will give more help on this in the PDF as well. I won't leave you in the dark about this. This is something that I will be doing as well, unless you're going to buy every product that you review. So that's the way. I know I keep on saying it, but that's the way round it. But the other way is to do real reviews, okay? Real reviews where you've pieced together as much information, as much critical information about the product based on real user feedback and what they liked and what they didn't like. And if you find a big authority source that has more information about a certain point, link to it, because it will really help with your reviews. Make sure also that on your sites you've got good keyword content that gives in-depth answers to these things like this, like best car for fuel economy, best car for safety, best car for handling in that group. If you've got those keywords as well, that will really help. I will have a PDF for you. I keep saying it, but it will break all this down for you so you can actually use it to write this content, okay? Next one, describe key choices and how a product has been designed and their effect on the users beyond what the manufacturer says. That last sort of point there is really the whole key. If I had to sum up, and I know it's not this simple, but I like to make things simple. If I had to sum up really what it's saying is just write reviews that aren't just a rehash of what the manufacturer says. So it's not going to be enough now. It won't hurt your site. So this is a key point. It's not going to hurt your site. It's just sites will outrank you if they've written better reviews. That's what it's saying, okay? And the thing is don't just write a rehashment of the features, and try and get some real, as much as you can, some real feedback based on usage, based on all this stuff that we've just been through. And if you do that, one, you're going to have an in-depth review anyway. Two, you'll rank as high as you possibly can without having to buy the product. And I'm going to do another video on how you can actually get past the not having the product. So I've got a few sources for you that you can actually use to get hold of the product and to get hold of someone that has the product. I'll talk about that in another video, and that will absolutely eliminate any problem with this. So it's not bad. It just means that there's going to be higher quality sites and far less competition for people that are just trying to wing it and just trying to sort of get something up and out there just to make money. It just means you have to put more thought into what you're doing. But it's a good thing. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please give us a thumbs up if you did. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your time. Do check out the Mega ASON site monthly if you want real sites that are actually built for you, following those rules so they will actually rank. Do check out the video if you're interested. There's one spot left. And stay tuned. Subscribe. And tomorrow I've got that PDF coming for you. The PDF is totally free. It will give you a complete breakdown of this product review update, and it will also give you exactly how I'm going to be writing content and what to do there. And then I've got another video for you that shows you how to source products and get that information if you want to get like proper pictures and so on for your site and make it totally unique, so you're really gonna dominate compared to everyone else. So I'm excited to show you that. Check out the link below, give us a subscribe, give us a like, and I'll speak to you really soon. Cheers guys.